welcome. This is the review session for next week so that you guys are ready for next week so that you guys can really take advantage of what's happening in the market next week. At least you guys know what you're copying. So next week is our big Forex class, and this week and next week we don't have a report. This kind of replaces the report, okay? So please come to class. I will put this in the recording, and please come to class next week. Very, very important. So we have three methodologies actually, NXPX, another one which focus on cryptocurrency. Of course, this is all focused on Forex and the main commodities like gold, precious metals, and the other one will focus on crypto. Now, who knows what this stands for and who knows what this stands for? There's a formal know and formal don't know. There's a lot of things going on here. Who knows that? Who knows that? So you guys know that we are working with RISME, right? You guys know that we are working with RISME, but RISME gets this from another source, which is in the UK, which is an algo company. And what they do is they got this from the developers. So they have developed a lot of systems. This system was initially provided for the high net worth individual. Now we know why it works, right? It was provided for net worth and the people paid for it. So there's something free in life, guys. You want free, you go get it. I'm not going to waste time with free or cheap stuff anymore, okay? Lesson learned, it doesn't work. Waste my fucking time. I can speak like that, right? I'm not live on Facebook. Yeah, wasting my fucking time. I'd rather pay and get something. But for you guys, we have a special scheme, especially for my community. For the rest, I don't know. So, so NX. NX stands for what? Who knows? Who knows? What does NX stand for? Who knows what NX stands for? What does the N stand for? The P stands for something. The X stands for something too. Siapa tahu, eh? Whoever is involved in our research and development, you know lah. So, N stands for what? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? N stands for Newton. And this one is for Plato. Okay. And the crypto one is actually Pascal. Yeah, that's how it goes lah. So Newton, Plato, and Pascal. We've tested Plato. We're going to go with Newton next week. And we've tested Newton manually, okay? It works. It works very, very well. And this is why I say that, if you want things that work, you need to pay people, okay? When it's a paid effort, and because this was done for the high net worth individual, when it's a paid effort, of course, it will work because people really, really work because they get a lot of money to generate this. So it's Newton, it's Plato, PX, and Pascal. I don't know what we're going to call this. Oh, we call this PSX. Pascal X, is it? I don't know. Let's see what we call it with. Okay. And also, okay. So you guys are familiar, right? So this is RISME. This is part of RISME, okay? You want to know what RISME is? I'm going to show you what RISME is. Bagus juga orang luar tak join ni. I'm so glad the outsiders are not here. Then I can show you all this. I want to show all this thing lah. I want to show all these things are ni. I don't want to show all these things to outsiders also. Saya bukan fikir lah semua orang ni tau. Apa ni? Let me show you. Let's see. RISME. Yeah, it's kind of RISME.io. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Share. Yeah, here. This is it, okay? Yeah, it's here. Yeah, RISME. Remove people, rebalancing live. So these are the agents. We know actually the source. I think the source is better than that. So yeah, very simple working methodologies here. Learn more. Learn more. Key to earn more. Yeah, algorithm here. How come they don't show the algorithm? Products. Product. Even the website is not good. Let's see the products. algos. Yeah, this is the algos. This is a Plato. See that? This is the Newton as Pascal. So 3, optimize trading. You choose your broker. Okay, so you decide how much money you trade with your broker or the settings. You handle your own investment. You decide. Yeah. So that's how it works. And I think for us who are, we're kind of the beta testers. Okay. So the beta testers for this, we did have a good arrangement for them. And let's see how it goes as we go live this week with Rizmi. Okay, so let's go back to the main. Go back to the main screen here. Here. So share. Well, we're back to the main screen. Thank you. So, okay, how do you make 20% a month? I think the problem here is how to make 20% a month. Let me just draw all this out. Next week I can finish it out. So how do you make 20% a month? It is very, very tough to make 20% a month. But through my unique formula, it can be done. And you really have to break this down into its component parts. If you're thinking of making 20% or whatever a month, you can't do it in one go. You know, if you try to eat the elephant at once, you are going to choke. Okay. So you can't do it that way. So the best way to do this that I've seen, and it works already, because we've tested out PX on a low risk mode, where we just go for 2 or 3 pairs. No, we go for minimum 2 pairs and then we add another pair there. So yeah, I think that's kind of good there. And we even have, and you go to my FX book, I even have all the records of what pairs we're doing, so we can do an analysis on that. Isol's job is to do the analysis on that. And if you want to do this, you got to, I break this down in 2, okay? And this is the formula that I'm going to describe again in detail next week. So you'll see the implementation of this in detail next week. To get 20% a month, you split it into 10% and 10%. There. So here, if you see what our PX is doing, I haven't really tested the NX. The NX will come next week. I hope the NX can do 10 a month, or maybe even 20. I don't know. So if you look at the PX in our low mode, low risk mode, we are getting here 10 a month, okay? Now, if you look at my FX book and it's already up and running, just go find my FX book, how much Shukri 2004. It should be viewable from there. But let's go to my FX book here. Let's go new share, and let's go see, right, so RISMI there, and let's go to my FS book here. So this is for this is for yeah, low risk Plato. So you see the first month was 10.28. So that's like 2.5% a week. Here, halfway through, we're already at 16.36. So we've gone up like 6% since that, right? This is pretty good. So now we're averaging like 3% a week or something. So, you know, this is where you can get pretty much 10% a month. Agree? Have to agree lah. So this is about like 10% a month without much effort. Let me draw this here. 10% a month without a lot of effort. If you go to here, which is, I've ran Newton on here. I've even ran, we're going to go to Newton in detail next week because I want to go through this very fast. Got to prepare for tomorrow. So this is Newton. We've already hit our 10%. So yeah, I don't know what to do with this anymore because we already hit that 10%. The other 10% will come to the robot. I'm scared that we hit 20, 30, 40, 50% of it. Okay? But the Newton methodology works. We're going to put Newton here, okay? So, yeah, so here's how you do it, okay? Here's how you do your here's how you do your let's see. Here's how you do your 20%. Let me explain. Let's go share here. And I tell you, it's easy. Okay. I don't know why I didn't think about this. So this is why sometimes you need to take yourself out of the current environment if you want to think about all these things in your current environment. You're not going to work. It's not going to work, you know. So here's the deal. For this, at least what you can see is it's going to work like this. Annotate. Here you get 10%. Here you get 10%. This is from NX manual. So how do we do this here? I mean, this could be from PX or NX robot. I don't know. Let's see how it works, okay? But definitely just the NX low risk will be one offering, okay? This is our second offering here is Newton. So NX low risk, PX low risk is 10% a month and Newton is 20%. This is automated. This is auto plus manual. So you already got, you know you can get 10 here. Now, how do you get the other 10? It's really simple. We do a lot of NX manual trades, and these are really high probability trades, and that's what you're gonna learn next week. For example, how to do Newton next week. I'll show you some examples this week on how we do it. The methodology really works and how to do high probability trade on FX128. For example, you heard about Euro, right? Euro, USD, and the London time. Yes, you can do it, but it's kind of hard to make money. You need to be really good. What I do, and I've done this with a lot of success, is instead of using Euro, USD, I use the Poland or the HUF, which is who knows what is PLN? PLN is Poland. I told you guys, right? HUF is Hungarian forint, and you replace that instead of euro, and your life becomes much easier. The main pairs are kind of hard to do, so the main pairs for this, like euro, USD, and all that, I'd rather leave it to the robot to handle. Okay. GBP and all that. I think the robot handles it well. We handle a lot of exotics better. The robots don't do exotics, okay? They don't do exotics very well. We do that very well. So let the robot do something, we do something else. Take a picture of this. Get some more you guys are doing next week. So that's really how we make 20% a month, and I think this is quite significant. Okay, this is very significant. 10, 10, 20. So what can you do with 20 a month? Very important. Okay, doing with 20 a month. Why we decided on 20%, $20, 20% a month is very easy. If you have 100,000 ringgit, 20% a month, you can get an income of 20,000 a month. You're basically financially free. You can travel like me, right? Every time jalan-jalan. No, I'm working while I'm jalan-jalan, okay? Because, part of jalan-jalan is also to screw my mind up, to reset my mind. I can't do it here. I really can't do it here. Just staying here and saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to motivate myself is really fucking bullshit. I got to go out to another environment. I got to reset myself there, and I come back reset. Now the danger is when you come back into this silly environment here, you get lost again in space and you go back to your bad habits. So now I'm trying to reduce my bad habits, right? Like people want to meet me, I say no. You can come to my review sessions. I don't do that. I'm also reducing a lot of my social media, as you can see, because it wastes my time. It's crucial. Social media is crucial, I think, for marketing. But now I just want to focus on the trading. I've reduced my classes. Yes, we will have a Forex class next week. I'm not sure about the commodities class. If there are no new students, I'm not going to do it, okay? Next week, I'm going to do it because that's more for the robot, because I want you guys to understand the robot. And if in the future, people want to understand what it's all about, then I'll just give a recording easy, okay? But the other commodities class end of this week, I don't think we're going to have it. If I don't have new students, I'm not going to do it, okay? I don't owe anyone anything. So, I'm not going to force myself to have class because we have class. it only comes with the NIA. It only comes with the NIDA, with the plan that we're doing. And now since the plan that we're doing is launching robots, then of course I owe a course on Forex to reset all our minds. But for commodities, it's same old, same old. It's repeating the past material. If there are no new students, no need. That's how I work nowadays, okay? Just as simple as that. I'd rather focus on getting 20% a month because then that will bring a lot of money in the future also. Thank you very much. So for this week, I just want to, let's go and see the, okay, any questions? Any questions? We go to the videos now and do a very fast one, a review, and I show you an example of what I am looking at now. Any questions? Let's go back and reset all this. So hopefully, please practice what you do here. In the small things here, please practice, 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 so that when you come in next week, you know what you're doing. Let's see. So please sign up with Handtag Global. Why Handtag Global is very, very good is because of this. The spreads in Handtag Global are very, very low. Yeah, our spreads in Handtag Global are extremely low. So because they're extremely low, you know, it's easier to make money. For example, that day spread on Poland, PLN, for Fullerton is US 32, okay? For Handtag is US 14, okay? For Huff on Fullerton, it's US, that day I kena, I don't know how come I kena so much, US 32, no, US 25 to US, this one you're gonna like, right? 32, right? US dollars 32 for Handtag. I was surprised on this, that day I put Handtag, it was US 7. See, I think there's a big con job in Forex now. The big con in Forex is they're trying to let you, they're trying to get you to play all these main pairs, but you know it's hard, right? That's why 95% or 85% or whatever percent lose money in Forex because it's difficult. It's easier to play exotics, okay? Exotics is easier. But brokers discourage you to do this because they charge so much for exotics. But if you go to Handtag, it's damn cheap. I love Handtag. And satu lagi, Handtag has cryptos, okay? So that's why our robots are going to be there. So it's going to be easier for you. I will try to integrate both courses together, okay? So Handtag also has cryptos. So it's easier for us. You just go through your Forex and you play cryptos like you play Forex. I think it's easier. And the spreads are also very, very thin. Let me get you near. Because, you know, if you look at eToro, like the spread for like Bitcoin is like insane, like $100. Like, are you fucking crazy? Let me see my Handtag here. Let's see if the Bitcoin is working. Is my Bitcoin working today despite it being a holiday now? Let me go, yeah, I should really test this, you know. Let me test my thing. Handtag a global demo. I'm gonna go into my, let me go into my, one of my test accounts here. This is my hedge grid. Okay, let's go here. I'm gonna just go here. This is my demo. Better be my demo. Oh, let me see whether I can test it. Can you can't see? Hey, how come you can't see? Please. Oh no, can't see. So let me try this one on here. Yeah, can everyone see? Can you guys see what I'm typing? I'm gonna try my Bitcoin here, okay? Can I do my Bitcoin here? I'm gonna try my crypto. Okay, I got BTC here. I'm gonna try my crypto here on Handtag BCH ETH, Litecoin, XRP. I don't know what I'm doing to XRP there. So let me try here and oh, you can't trade. Oh, this is not good. Oh, okay. So let's see on this what happens now. Okay. Can you guys see in the chat box or not? Okay, never mind. Okay, so let's go to near. Let's go to back to our thing. So hand tag is much cheaper. Let's go. What's going to affect the market? And I'm muted. Why am I muted? I'm not muted. And let's go to the video here. Okay, I want to see the videos here. And let's go look at the COD video, and then we'll just go through some of the thing and how I'm going to adjust the robot for this. Okay. Go.
Yes. Hi guys, it's Thomas here from cotbase.com. Welcome to our tutorial videos. This is episode 3, COT change analysis. So by now we understand what the Commitments of Traders report is, that it is published by the Commodities.
I don't want that. Cut base 44. Yeah, this one. Please watch this. Please.
Hi guys, it's Thomas here from cotbase.com. Welcome to our weekly COT review. Today we're going to be looking at the 44th Commitments of Traders report of 2019. And as we always do, we shall start the analysis with the largest changes in commercials positions. You may see we have the gasoline on top of our list with a 35% change in commercials positions, 38 in large speculators. Huge changes, I would say, this week. In this report, we have just received the largest change that we've experienced in the past 52 weeks. Of course, it is a bearish COT change signal suggesting that prices could fall early next week. We'll see about that, but let's move on and have a look at the 5-year chart and see how extreme this market has become. You may see that we are gradually getting closer again towards bearish extremes. We had this relative bullish extreme back over here in September. You can see it was a successful signal because since then prices have gone higher. Of course, we've seen much greater bullish extremes in the past. And you may see some examples for bearish extremes. The last one from April was, again, a very successful signal. We're more or less in between the two extremes, so I'd say it's mainly the COT change signal that we should be having our eyes on right now in case of the gasoline. Moving on to our next market, this is rough rice with a 27% change in commercials positions. Back to the 1-year chart, you can see commercials just gone again above the zero line, barely net long. Large speculators went below it. They became net short at the moment. This change size, again, being much larger than average, is something that is worth mentioning. It could be the largest. I'm not sure if you look at this past 52 weeks, we may have seen similar changes in the past. Nevertheless, it's a significant change signal that we should be worried about. Well, not worried about, but we should definitely take it into consideration in our trading. It is, of course, a bullish COT change signal. Moving on to the 5-year chart, a wider perspective of the market shows us that the extreme is more or less in between the two major extremes. The most bullish extreme back over here from May of 2015, a wonderful signal, by the way. Then we had some bearish COT extremes happening in this market. So you can see rough rice is actually a pretty good market when we analyze the extreme, the stress levels basically in traders' positions. Now we're more or less in between the two extremes. We had this relative bearish one, nothing too unusual. So again, a market that we can basically focus only on the COT change signal. The extreme is not that clear. We're not giving us such a clear signal. So let's move on and have a look at copper market, where we have an 18% change in commercials position. Back to the 1-year chart. Here we have that change signal. Again, this is a bearish COT change signal. We've seen larger changes in the past. Nevertheless, it's much greater than average. It suggests that we could see further decline happening in the copper market. Moving on to the 5-year chart, you can see that we've just been at these significant bullish COT extreme levels in September. I don't think we can state that it changed the trend. There hasn't been a significant move upwards yet. But nevertheless, that's the main COT extreme signal that we had back then. It is a bullish COT extreme signal. We've been moving away from those levels right now, of course, pretty far away from any bearish extremes, like the one I'm just showing to you from June of last year. By the way, again, a wonderful signal over there. Moving on to large speculator COT extreme, we have the VIX on top of our list with a all-time COT extreme in large speculators. We also have an all-time COT extreme in commercials. So let's analyze this market. Very, very exciting. Don't forget, anything that is bullish here could be considered bearish in stock indexes. So here we have commercials at basically 200,000 contracts net long, and large speculators almost at 200,000 contracts net short. Now, what does that mean? Well, let's just look at the past and see how VIX performed after such bullish COT extremes. You can see, well, this one I would say is one of the clearest ones from April of this year. You can see how well that signaled this rise in the VIX. Again, another great example from October, which, by the way, I'm sure you know that was sort of the starting point of stocks falling, dropping last year. If you remember, that was a huge.
Okay, guys, this is very significant. I want you to really, really watch this, because this is your chance to make a lot of money. Because we saw this, we saw this, we saw this, and let's see what we saw in the past, that this is going to happen, okay? And it's damn good, because I think we are all lulled into a sense of complacency now, okay? We're going to review this more next week, okay? But let's go ahead now.
Huge bullish COT extreme signal back then. Of course, we can witness many, many examples of bullish COT extreme signals in the VIX, which can conclude to us that it is a successful signal in the past, and we should definitely take it very, very seriously right now. This, of course, does not mean that we should expect a sudden rise in the VIX next week. This could, of course, continue on for multiple weeks. You can see how a all-time extreme develops, or the extreme in the market can grow for many, many weeks before anything happens. So that's just a warning for you to be cautious. Nevertheless, it is a very, very good signal that stress levels have risen in all over indexes, basically. Soybean oil will be our next market, with a modest 108 report extreme in large speculators. The same exact extreme can be witnessed in commercials. This, of course, is a bearish COT extreme signal, no question about that. It could grow to even greater levels. As you may see, we've seen much greater extremes in the past in soybean oil. It's interesting. We should definitely examine this more closely with our own trading system to see whether or not we can find opportunities. It is definitely giving us a picture that soybean oil may be headed downwards in the medium to long-term future. And last but not least, let's open Canadian dollar, where we have this 96 report extreme in large speculators, 103 report extreme in commercials. Again, an unquestionable bearish COT extreme. The last time we had something even greater was in 2017. Again, this could continue on for many more weeks before we see any reaction in the market. It is, of course, a bearish signal suggesting that the Canadian dollar could decline in the medium to long term against the US dollar. So that was our last market for this review. Of course, don't forget, you can look at a whole bunch of other markets at cotbase.com and dig deeper in the COT analysis. We've got a lot of settings, a lot of equipments for you to choose from.
Okay, let's go on this one. Yeah, go on VIX, and let me get you. Yeah, let me open my Coinbase here. Okay, let's go here and Okay, it's going to court base now. I'm going to show you the VIX, okay? And I think this is very important for you guys. Let's look at the VIX first. I want you to see something. This is so critical. VIX. And it should be on the NASDAQ, okay? NAS. Let's go here. So VIX, okay. I want you to see this thing. The last time it did this, okay? It's here, go here, go here. Now, when was this? Kind of like May 02. When was this? Kind of like what? What was this? October what? October 3rd, right? So let's go back. May 2nd and October 3rd. What happened on May 2nd and October 3rd? Not that one. Let's go to Daily FX. I'm just going to see the SPY, okay? I'm just going to see the SPY and the NAS. Let's see the NAS. Let's go here and also back to COT. So May 3rd and October 3rd and May 1st, right? So let's go see the NAS here. See, the markets are high, people are bullish, and you know, the trade war is coming to an end. There's going to be a signing. There's going to be a signing between Trump and also President Xi. So everyone's positive about the market. November is the second best month in the year. December is the best. Black Friday is coming. We escape October. Everyone's positive about the market, and that's where I think they're going to be wrong. That's negative, yeah? That's negative. That's negative extreme already on the NAS. What else? Do we have the Dow? We have the Dow here. Even the Dow is negative, but it can go straight up. But I just want to show you something very interesting. And this is Daily FX. And I'm going to SPX, okay? No, let's go to the NAS. Yeah, I just said NAS, right? Because NAS shows, NAS is NASDAQ lah. Can I have NAS, NDX, SPX. Let's go to SPX then. Okay. NAS 100. Yeah, NAS 100 USD. Now I'm going to show you something here. So what was the thing? May 3rd? May 3rd, October 3rd. What was May 3rd? It's like May 3rd. May 3rd, October 3rd last year. May. That's 3rd May, right? Okay. So you saw that signal, right? That's 3rd May. Yeah. That's 3rd May, down, right? That's down, right? 3rd May, down. Done. You saw October, right? October 3rd, was it? October 3rd, damn, was some weird thing. There. See that? October 3rd. Same thing. That was the peak. So be very careful. So what do you think is going to happen here? Okay. So if I were trading this a la Newton, Nick, listen very carefully here. Yeah, so you kind of know that this is expecting here. So I just show you the two ways I would trade this. Okay, on a daily chart, what I would do is this. If I were to trade it FX1 to 8 is this. I would just short the NASDAQ. And if, more details on this next week, if it goes up, I would hedge it. Hedge at minus 100. And I would release that hedge because one fine day, I know that this is going to go down and I just hodl it. Hodl like Buntat. Buntat likes to hodl. Hodl it all the way down. If I were to go, FX128 is about doing your analysis and pray. And this needs a lot of patience, which is not easy for you to do, okay? I admit, although it works, I admit. Now, that's the way you do it. Then, if you want to do it Newton, which is the better way to do it actually, Newton is the better way. Just make sure that, Newton plays two ways, but try to do it one way so that you don't get confused, because you can't do OCO in Metatrader 4. You can do OCO. One cancels the other order. One order cancels the other order. You can do it in OCO in SAFU. So you go here. So you know it's going to go up, right? And you draw a line here, okay? Just draw a line here. Okay, this is what Newton does, okay? So you know that once NAS breaks this line, it's going to go down. You tengok, So you can wait, you can put an order here, stop order here, sell stop below here, which is like 7986, right? You can, or you go here, yes, and you go to the 1 hour chart. So you see the big chart there. You see that? You guys see that? The big chart there. Now you draw another line here. This, but when you have things like this and it doesn't really align with the daily, you could have whipsaws. So you try to place an order here. Can you see? Understand? Short. You try to place an order short here. We'll describe this more next week. Nampak, Nick? Here. You try to place it here. If it goes up, you cancel the order, place it here, place it here. After this line, that means it has to go after this line. This works, okay, guys? So, if it goes down like that, you wait for the market to bring you in. It's either going to travel here and then like that, or it's going to whipsaw up again. Never mind, doesn't matter. Then you get out at break even, then you try again, and again, until one fine day, it's just going to break through this line and you're going to make a lot of money. Okay? Understand, right? That's how you do Newton. So I think Newton is better because it kind of waits for that thing to happen and then it brings you in. And if the momentum is fast enough, you can get out for a very, very, very good profit. Okay? Any question? That's how Newton works there. So that's on VIX. So this is most definitely going to happen. Okay, any questions? So that's one opportunity. The next opportunity that I see, we don't have questions there, relates to this thing called rough rice. I want you guys to take this rough rice, okay? Rough rice. I tell you why. Now we're gonna go to charts and see it, and you can do for rough rice, you kind of do a la Newton, but you gotta calculate the prices, which is what we do anyway. So let's go to again. Let's go to caught again. Rough rice. Okay, that's not. Soybeans are negative. Okay, you can just go soybeans. You can just short soybeans or soybean oil or whatever. Go do it. Don't waste time. But I like rough rice for a bullish thing up. Okay, let me show you this. This is what I see. I hope you see the same thing too. Let's go. Okay, if you look at rough rice here, can you see here? I hope you guys see this. Whenever this thing pops, see the red one is the big guys, right? Whenever the guys pop up, what happens? Let's try to go here. Whenever this pops up, what happens? Goes up, right? And now this is popping up now. You see that? So whenever this pops up, what happened? Goes up, right? Whenever this pops up, what happens? Go down and then go up, right? Whenever this Pops up, what happened? Go up, right? Yeah. So 1 year. Yeah, so whenever this pops up, goes up. Pops up, go up. So where is this going to? This is going up. This is going up. Understand? That's the resistance. Okay, let's go and see a la Newton. But this one, you don't have to do a la Newton if you're doing options, you know. Just go and buy lah. Let's go to investing.com. I don't confuse you guys on so many things. Let's go to a few opportunities. Rough rise, yeah. We saw the market, we saw the VIX. I'm going to see the GBP afterwards, okay? La, 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 la. Go and see RR. I don't like gasoline R&B futures because the options are over 1,000 US. I don't like it, so very expensive. Rough rise. I don't like energy. Except nat gas, because nat gas is cheap. Okay. So let's go here and chart. Streaming. La, 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 la. Oops. Okay, let's go here. Okay, so you see rough rise here. You see the daily here, okay? So what you can do here if you're conservative, you know, if you want to do this Newton style and you're playing the spot, you just wait until it pops up here, okay? Because when it pops up there, you are going to make money. Money, 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 money. Let me draw my trend line. Skip that lah. Let me draw this. And I'm going to draw this. So you know pop here, right? But you don't know that. So you're here. So what you can do is this. If you're super duper conservative, you can just buy here and wait. Or if you're super duper conservative, but be careful because you might not even get in if you start doing this. You see this other trend line, right? You kind of wait for it to do this gizmo thing. Just wait here. So you try to buy here or somewhere there, you know. So 1170. So you go in an option, but lower price lah. Lower price, call option, lower price. So that when it does that, then it goes up because you know when it breaks this region here, this is kind of going to fly. Okay. In fact, it can even fly Monday. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, that's how you do the option here on rough rise. Okay. Okay, what else did it say? I don't like copper, so I'm not going to bother with it. Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar. Okay, let's go and see what Canadian dollar would do. So buy rough rise, okay? Please buy rough rise for me. Canadian dollar. So Canadian dollar is interesting because yeah, it's due to go up. 3145 was the support. It's below 3145. This one came out last week. Already told you guys, congratulations who followed, you buy and you made money. So for Canadian dollar is this. If you want to do a Newton, and you can do a Newton for this, okay? It's in this channel. Nobody knows what's happening, okay? But if I were to do this, you know, and I know, and I know, and everybody seems to know that this is kind of the line here. Let's just make this, yeah. If you want to do Newton, you got to wait until it's here. Or if you want to do FX 128, you try to buy here and just keep it. And if it goes down, you hedge it because you know it's going to go up eventually, right? So you kind of wait here. You want to do the FX 128 style. You want to do Newton, you have to wait somewhere here, okay? You got to wait, Nick, listen. You got to wait somewhere here. That's how the Newton works. So you got to follow this down. In fact, Newton works like this. You go up and you go down, but I don't like it. You know, you go up and you go down because sometimes the market moves fast. You're caught on both sides because you don't have OCO here. In SAFU, it's okay. You have OCO. One cancels the other. Okay, and that's how you do it on Canadian dollar. I think you come down here, 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 and it will continue back up. I think this will happen around Tuesday. I would wait for it Monday to just go down. Okay. That's how you do it for this. Now, let's go for the chart. Let's go see the overalls. Okay. So there, highlights. Positive and negative. Let's go here. Okay, yeah, this is rough rice, VIX, lean hogs. Yeah, lean hogs, you can do sugar. I like sugar too. Same thing as rough rice, okay? Just put in an option, wait for it to go down and then just do it. Crude oil, I don't like. Rough rice, crude oil, sugar. See, there's so many sugar and rough rice, so please do that. Make sure you get into sugar, make sure you get into rough rice. Brazilian real, New Zealand, I don't like New Zealand, okay? So, yeah, I think it's due to go down. Again, let's see, sugar. SB, special branch, sugar. So same thing, right? Same. So sugar is gonna due to break out here. It's like obviously. Yeah, it's already at the point of breaking out. Maybe you just want to buy this one. I was waiting for it to go down, it did not. Yeah, even I make mistakes, okay? So it's kind of like that. So Monday, I'll probably go into sugar, betting that it will go up like that, okay? So sugar is good. That's a daily chart, yeah. So it looks like it is breaking out of this really long downtrend here. Let's see the week, yeah. So look, if sugar can break out of this thing, it's gonna really go high, okay? So that's sugar for you. Look at that. Yeah, see, it's breaking out of this now. And sugar also does do a gap up. That's sugar. Let's see this. I want to see this. Hot. So USD index is positive, which means that USD is going to go up against many things. Many other pairs. Yeah, let's go and see DXY. USD index, DXY. Yeah. So is it a double bottom? Maybe. So let's see the hourly. I can't see the hourly chart here, bummer. Yeah, so could be a double bottom here. That's very well supported. So USDX should be going up after hitting a high. It just went down. Might be time to go rebound back up. Okay, this is good because I kind of like this double bottom formation. So please practice so you can come next week. Okay, you can come and really benefit next week. Let's go to the other card. I got one more thing here. So here, British pound. So British pound is negative. So for Nasdaq, you see that? That's what I said. That's right. British pound, Rand. Ooh, Rand is about to be bullish. Ooh, Rand about to be bullish is going to go up lah. Okay, let's see that. Also Canadian. I told you also Canadian, right? No, this is bearish. Sorry, this is bearish. So USD ZAR is about to go up. USD CAD is about to go up. Platinum. So let's see platinum too. Platinum. Gold. Okay, so for Nick Izol, this is why next week, you see, our 10% a month thing is really easy, okay? Our 10% a month PX thing is really easy. Nick knows the formula for that. We just do the robot on Euro Chief and also AUD and ZD because they are neighbors essentially, so they tend to channel that or like that, but they channel a lot, so we kind of like that. And then we add a directional pair. So clearly the most directional pair that we see now is ni, right? So we have to short, maybe I run on Tula, GBP USD and long USD CAD. You see that? So maybe I run on this too. So we run for the PIX methodology, Faham, Nick? Euro CHF, Euro NZD, I'll get your settings, and then you just run a short here. Just run a short, GBP, USD, and long USD CAD. You see, that's all we do. We do directional, we don't do both ways, okay? This one we do both ways because we know it's going to channel, but this one we're gonna go one way because this is due to go down and this is due to go up. Let's see. Let's see this. So, but GBP takes time. I don't know, maybe we just do USD CAD. Yeah. So let's see what GBP is about. So if you were going to go GBP, again, GBP, I'm looking for it to go down. You saw it starting to go down already on Friday, right? So you see here, so this could be a top, double top, right? This could already be a double top. Again, you want to start shorting just Monday, you look see lah. Tuesday, probably the best time to go in is Tuesday. Monday is basically look see, look see. We're going to go again through this schedule next week, so you guys understand. So if I go to 1 hour like this, it's very, very simple right now. You see it's very, very simple. For Newton, if you want to do, you know, I don't think this is suitable for FX128. FX128, you should have shorted here, just wait it. For Newton, you do this. Draw that line. Put a short here, short here, short here, okay? So that, you know, one day it's, I don't know, it's going to go like that, or it's going to go like that, or it's going to go like that. It's going to do it, okay? 1, 2, 3. It's going to do it on the 3rd or 4th. So one trade, you might break even, small loss. The next trade, you'll get it, okay? That's how you do it, Newton lah. So Newton is something that waits. You have to wait to happen, okay? You got to wait for it to happen. This is what I do, okay? I just draw this line. Boom. Just wait, 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 wait. Don't try to do it here because then you might suffer losses. No good. So Newton requires a lot of patience here. Another one is Newton USD ZAR. USD ZAR is going to go up. Why? Because they have a problem with Eskom. They're going to try to bail out Eskom, okay? So that's very dangerous for the South African economy. Moody's is the only one who is still keeping. Moody's has downgraded South Africa. That's why the Rand went down against the US dollar. But Moody's is the only one that's keeping South Africa still investable. The rest have downgraded South African bonds to junk. So you should expect easily, that the Rand is going to go up, okay? Guys, the Rand is going to go up. I think the Rand goes up here. Just look at the chart. I think the Rand goes up here. Man, I think it even breaks, man. And if it breaks, it breaks. It's going to break probably up to here, okay? Because look at this. This is up Rand, right? This is like up and away on the Rand. But the Rand is very tricky. Don't do this without parental supervision. Go on the hourly chart. This is very easy, right? What do you do for the Rand here? Ayo-yo. If you want to be dangerous, Newton, try to put it up here. If you want, if you play small lot, like if you play the bigger lots like I do, try to get it up here, okay? So Rand, Newton, a la Newton, buy stop, 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 okay? Wait for it to break out. If it breaks out here, it's gonna go like that. for that. If it breaks out here, you're going to be very rich. Yeah, you're going to be very, very rich. Okay, that's how you do it on the RAND. USD ZAR. That's what we do in our NIA. That's what we do in our Newton. NX manual. Okay. We don't take here and pray. We wait till it breaks out. It breaks out. And that's why I like exotics, right? USD TRY. Like here, if you want to do Turkish lira, because I know some of you are really very daring. And of course, there's time. Please do this on your demo first. After your course next week, then you can try doing it on your live. Here. I'm going to go here. If you want to do it here, the lira is very easy, right? You guys know, right? Okay. Let's take some examples here. Lira is hard, but can do lah. Okay, you put the lira here, see? Had you taken a la Newton, you would have probably made money here, you understand? If you buy here, you would suffer losses here and then cry. Buy here, suffer losses here and then cry. So that's how you do it. So this is why Newton works. So you see this one again, just a flag here. Boop. Up. You're up, up, up and away. Here also what you would do is something like this. Hourly, right? Just do like that. Yeah, already broke out, right? Already broke out. And then this is a false breakout. So lira is not easy. But you try to break someone, try to catch it on the break up. I think rand is easier. Okay. What else? Rough rice. Yeah, we did oil. Pound is easy. Mexican peso is another one. Yeah, this one you just buy and just wait. Positive. Sugar, we went through. Yeah, that's it. Okay, any questions? So that's it. So please practice. I will come back on this weekend. Let's see lean hogs. For those of you, we know Buntat wants to buy a lean hog, but he's shy. Hogs. Hogs are positive. Hogs are bullish, man. Wow, they've fallen. No wonder. Well, this is cool. They've fallen a lot, you know. Wow. So, if you want to buy lean hogs again, let's go look at the weekly and let's go look at the daily here. It's really hugging this line, okay? Kind of hugging this line. It may go up if, you know, once Xi and Trump sign something, it's going to go up. Like that. Yeah, it's kind of here. Try to buy here. You want to buy lean hogs, 61.74. Yeah, 61.74. Day. Yeah, you can start putting in an option and buying lean hogs here. I think it falls here. And then there, basically it says a buy. Now, this will happen once, I think lean hogs, I don't know, maybe pig disease is going to take this out and maybe the US is going to export more hogs to China and all that. Yeah, so yeah, lean hogs looks good, at least from a chart perspective, right? Look, there. Good, right? Sure. And it's already closed the gap, so it goes here and can gap up again. Okay, hogs are good also. That's how I do it. Wait for it here and then just buy an option. Okay? Okay, any more questions? Thank you very much. Go back to work. So I too need to work. Okay, any more questions? I too need to. Yeah, I got to purchase my licenses today for NX and PX. Yes, any questions? Thank you very much, guys. Any questions? That was a good review session. Short and sweet. We don't need anything more. All we need is short and we need is sweet. Okay, so see you next week for the course where we will learn more about the methodology and how we use the robots together with human to get things. Okay, and what Nick Izol is going through and what other portfolios is he coming out with. Okay, any questions? Nothing? Thank you, guys. Let's go and stop recording here. Woo.